Welcome to another episode of the Lords of Lobang. Yeah, we're back here in the studio. Our new studio. Yeah, we just came back from the Oscars. Yeah, we were one of the representatives of the Singapore Media, Singapore Film and Media Association. And yeah, we
We were
took
the only few to not react to the slap.
Yeah, we took some great pictures like what you can see here. This was taken on my phone. I was seated on the front row.
I said not react. We don't have to react to it.
Yeah.
My goodness. The big story of 2022 Oscar slap moment.
Yeah, big.
Yeah, and
the month of
and we,
March.
it was only 3 months into the year, and this is really like number one contender.
I mean,
for
it
story of the year.
revitalized ratings for the Oscars lah. But I think maybe Will Smith became the fall guy for it.
Yeah, I think the
Now-
Oscars was at an all-time low
Yeah.
in terms of viewership, and after this slap, it spiked again. It started going up.
Spiked.
Yeah.
Spiked, and that led to some rumors that it was all staged.
Yeah, but in case anyone who does not know what we're talking about, I think we should just like break them into the story.
Point
Yeah,
point above your head. Yeah, those two fellas.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So a comedian made fun of a comedian was doing what he was what he whoa. Comedian was doing what he was paid to do. Do they pay the comedians during Oscar?
I think so.
I can't remember. Okay, so let's just assume he
Maybe.
gets paid lah.
Mm.
So he was paid to tell jokes and poke fun at the celebrities there. And Chris Rock apparently made a colorless or tactless joke about Jada Pinkett Smith.
No, it was not.
No, we'll get to that part. Okay, he
Yeah.
made a joke. This is what is being described. And I think,
Yeah.
tactless or out of taste and all that. Regular description when a joke supposedly goes wrong. lah.
Yeah,
But all I heard when the joke went off was laughter lah. So
Yeah.
usually you judge a joke by the laughter. I mean, we'll clarify that later lah. But the premise of it is that Chris Rock was poked fun at Jada's. Supposedly poke fun at it, even though he was making a G.I. Jane joke lah. But he was poking fun at Jada. It didn't go well. It didn't go down well with one person in the audience.
Yeah, but
And
also
the
we gotta tell them what the joke is about, right? So
yeah,
Jada,
basically he
blocking
was
her.
saying, "I love you, Jada. Love your hair. Can't wait for G.I. Jane 2.
yeah, and
Then,
Jada,
can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2.
Can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2 or can't wait to see G.I. Jane 2 lah, something like that lah, because of the hair.
yeah,
So
she's bald lah, basically.
she shaved the head because
Yeah.
she's suffering from a condition called alopecia, which is actually I think it's an autoimmune immune disorder or something. It
That affects
causes
your hair.
it causes patches of your hair to just drop off.
It
just-
creates bald spots lah.
It creates bald spots. So in order to deal with it, instead of having like a full head of hair then one empty space, she just shaved her head lah.
Or instead of just wearing a wig, she chooses to
Instead
go.
of wearing a wig, she choose to go.
shave it. Yeah.
She chose to go work, and she's pretty proud of it also. She on Instagram, I think I mentioned it to you guys before. I think on Red Table on Instagram, she came out on like magazines. Her daughter also shaved her head in support, and it's all like, oh, let's appreciate this. So she's very open about it, and it seemed like she was very accepting of her condition lah, on outward view lah, that she's all right to take it lah. But
And
apparently
she also did say in an interview, said, I just have to laugh at this or laugh at this condition.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then that one was a bit what, because when Chris Rock made that joke about her, camera did pan a little while, and lo and behold, one of them was laughing. Will was actually laughing lighthearted about it. Her face, not so much.
She kind of just rolled her eyes at the joke.
Kind of just rolled her eyes, and then when Will looked at her, this one off camera lah, but apparently because we see him laughing at it at first.
Yeah.
Then we saw her face a bit. They panned away. They're saying that when they pan away, Will probably caught a glimpse of Jada,
Yeah.
and this is when he was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. And the next moment, he's
walks up.
storming up the stage.
Yeah, they said storm lah, but he walks up casually, and everyone's expecting a bit like, "Oh, what's going on?" Like it's Will Smith, like he's wholesome, He goes up to Chris Rock and then slaps him.
Yeah.
Now there were other angles where when he turned around, he actually had a smile on his face as well.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
led me to believe that he still could have been staged, but then he just walks off. Now, again, it still could have been a good bit because he slaps him, walks off. Then Chris Rock makes another joke of Will portraying his King Richard, the King. Is it Richard, the
Yeah.
character he plays?
Yep.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, like it's a lead up to it or something. No, he sits down and then he starts spouting out, "You keep my wife's wife's name out of your effing mouth."
Mm,
He repeats it twice, shouts it to a silent room,
yeah.
and then Chris Rock was just left there stunned. But credit to him, lah. Stunned,
We
he's
can
still
say fucking mouth.
true. So
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Rock
No
was
kids
left
watching.
the first thing he said was, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. Wow. Greatest moment on television right there. Then I
Yeah.
think it cuts to a commercial break. Then we had all the Denzel Washington all going up to Will Smith.
No.
I
No.
wonder
It
who
didn't
went up.
cut. It didn't cut to commercial break. They went
Oh,
to a
it
documentary
just
award
it
right
just
after
panned
that.
around, right? But I wonder who went to Chris Rock.
So right after that, he invited I think Reggie Watts or something to give a documentary award for the best documentary.
Reggie Watts. Oh,
Yeah.
from the band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Roots.
Yeah. I think on Jimmy Fallon's late night with
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah,
Fallon.
yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So
but that's the gist of what happened there behind.
imagine being the presenter coming up after this shit happened. Like what
Yeah.
are you gonna say?
You're
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah, your loss is like what? How do I start?
Amy Schumer tried to play it down also. The vibe here has changed and all that thing, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's the gist of what happened for that.
Amy
that
Schumer should be put down, lah.
Put down like a sick animal.
Yeah.
There were reactions all around. Most of it, you should have seen Mel Gibson's face. He's like, "You can do that?
What? Shit,
Like
I should have
what?
done
You're
it
allowed to
to
do that? Oh my god, no one told me."
You can do that. Just don't talk bad about your Jewish boss.
Yeah. Then Johnny Depp there is like clapping, he's like, yes,
Yeah.
got him.
And Ricky Gervais, after this happened, he was like, I would never joke about Jada's hair. I would have joked about her boyfriend. They need Ricky Gervais
Yeah.
to host the Oscars, lah.
Yeah, but I think on Twitter he said that he would never host the Oscars because there's too many red tape on it.
Yeah.
Like the Golden Globe apparently is way more casual, lah.
Well, apparently not enough.
The Golden Globes, they are boozing it up while
Yeah,
the
that's true.
event
That's
is
true.
happening.
No, but apparently not enough, as you can see.
And I think the Oscars they do have like joke writers to help them write the jokes
Yes.
for the presenters.
And
And
they,
apparently this joke was written by someone else. Was not
Right.
Chris Rock's joke.
Yeah.
oh shit, and
Most
It was
likely.
written for him. Yeah.
then Will Smith should have slapped the writer.
Yeah.
But
Will
it was
Smith
me.
should not have slapped anyone. He should
I
have
know.
just sat the fuck down.
I know.
Yeah.
I meant that. I meant
If
that he
He had to
angers.
slap.
his
If he had to slap someone, he should have slapped the boyfriend of his wife.
Or the
Yeah,
wife.
no, that's
Or
one
wife.
thing. There was another podcast that said that.
Because wait, you see, I said that, and then
Ah.
Josie repeated that, right? Then people were like, "Oh, you guys are for domestic abuse." Fuck no.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, no one should have been slapped.
But
He said
again,
words.
yeah,
He
but
said words,
Yeah, he said words.
right? But the thing is that now, people who like previously are like on Instagram and all that, who used to say like, "Oh, domestic abuse not right," and all this kind of
Yeah.
shit. They
Suddenly,
were actually supporting Will Smith for slapping
Chris
Chris
Rock, a
Rock,
comedian.
a comedian, for the reason that he's defending his wife.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's
where's
bullshit.
the logic?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no fucking
It's
logic
bull.
at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bull. There shouldn't be. Like, I think I also believe
me-
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
let me just clarify when I agree with Will Smith slapping Jada Smith in the face. He's not doing it to hurt her. He's doing it to protect her from having another guy's cock in the mouth.
Or he's slapping the cock out.
Yes, correct. Exactly.
No.
He's saving her. He's saving her. And
It's funny. It's funny you guys mentioned it because there was another podcast I cannot remember. I cannot remember where I saw. I don't know their name, but they said something about this that Will Smith wasn't actually slapping Chris Rock. He was slapping Jada. Like he
he couldn't
Because-
hit a woman,
yeah.
so he took it out on another guy.
and
Another
they
black
they premised it with the whole red table incident. Where,
Okay, you would have to explain the red table.
the red
incident.
table.
So,
Okay, so there's this
that was
there's
like,
this
yeah,
there's a
history
lead up
channel,
to
right?
this. there's a lead up to this. So
Alright.
Jada basically revealed her infidelity on the Red Table.
Mm.
And the way this, because I didn't watch the episode, I couldn't care less about.
Wait, what is the red table?
It's something Jada Pinkett Smith started, where she goes on to it. She invites friends, family members, kids, and talk about like their own like personal problems or like
She's
things like that like like maybe sensitive things that they just talk about, that like maybe Willow's what happened to Willow when she like shaved her head when she was younger, after her whip hair and fall, and all those like uh
she's trying to do a podcast, lah, basically.
yes, but
Yeah.
it's one like sharing their own experiences and stuff lah. So on one episode, I think uh Will Smith was on with her, and this was where she revealed all her why she was unfaithful. Not say they didn't mention the word unfaithful. Basically, at that table itself, she said she went out with Jaden's friend at that time.
Oh, the
Uh,
guy August.
yes, and then along the way, so this one I just got from that podcast. The way they describe it is that while Will Smith was there, what Jada was saying was probably was akin to emasculating him, saying that Will Smith was probably not performing in bed, or like not, not like not doing it for her lah, that they're
Right.
having issues lah. So that they had to go, that they were not happy. That's why she went to go and sleep around lah. And
And
Smith had to sit there and take it, and even come up with the whole thing, which is the thing they have now, which is open marriage, which is they were not happy, so they had to find things to spice up. So they went around and screw other people lah.
and also like the guy that she got out with is way younger than her. Right? Is
Way
actually
younger. It's
the
Jaden's
friend of
friend.
the
It's,
friend of her son.
it's her son's friend.
And apparently the kid
uh,
was going through some like alcohol, had some alcohol problems, and she was helping him.
drugs.
Drug issue, right? And she was like helping him like to get sober and shit like that.
And the
Yeah,
guy,
the-
And
the
then
guy,
they end up fucking, like, I mean, come on, that's weird shit,
the
dude.
guy was smug as well about it. Like, like, yeah, me and Jada went out. Like, we went out together. And Will Smith had to be on the red table and take it.
Yeah,
He didn't.
Oh, is that where the
lash out.
meme came from? Like
Yeah,
him,
yeah,
Yes.
like the face.
yes, he was
here,
crying
like-
and everything, and yeah.
So that happened, and then all through the time, like they were saying like that played in his mind. And then when this happened, he actually laughed at the joke, saw her face, and then realized I need to react lah. Like I need to react to this to show that I love her. Or what nonsense.
Yeah.
So he went up and it just maybe all just piled up,
And
then
and also like it's very important to know that like after you know the history of this family, right? This family is not normal. There's a lot of baggage, and they're not being honest with each other. It's so
Yeah.
messed up, Like why would you want to reveal something so hurtful? That put your family, air your dirty laundry in public, online, in front of like millions of people. Like it doesn't make any sense.
So there's some cracks lah, because even the way they say they try to raise Jaden and Willow, this open, the way they raise them, they don't believe in punishment. They're allowed to, like, as long as they can explain why they did it, they're okay. Like even they do something wrong, they say explain why you did that. This open parenting also.
Yeah, why you stick
All
the
of it
on
is
your arm
like it's like an image they set up for themselves, and now it might be cracking.
Yeah, it's like basically they see the kid shooting up heroin. It's like, tell me why. It's like, heroin feels good. Carry on then. Carry on, son. Go
It feels good because you weren't here when I had my past few birthdays. You have to go and do your stuff. So I'm taking this for a release. You
Yeah,
can't really
so
blame me for it, because in actual fact, you were the one that pushed me towards it.
that's why I need to shoot heroin. That okay, carry on. Shoot more heroin.
I'm just saying like they created this this so-called image of themselves, and now with every crack they have to find a way to glue it up. So infidelity, they glue it up by saying it's an open marriage.
Yeah, and also the fact that they have to shout to the whole world about their issues is just like what
Yeah.
the fuck.
And that's why this
Yeah.
one didn't make
Yeah.
sense, because Jada can stand up for herself. If she wasn't happy with that remark, she could have said something after, or said something before. And like Devon said, there was no need for violence. This is the one thing we have to, like, I think everyone's trying to push the correct thing to try and push up. Those were words. You're a rapper, you're an actor, and you are also a comedian at times yourself. You could have hit back with words, joke, banter.
Yeah.
You could have hit back with afterwards saying that was inappropriate, but you don't hit. physically.
Yeah,
What
and,
he
and
did,
also it's one thing to joke about someone that you know that person is suffering in private and then bringing it out into the public space and then making fun of the person. That's one thing. This one is the couple has been very open with all their struggles, no?
they're
Like
even saying
millions
that
of people,
they're
like
accepting of it.
yeah, they're accepting of it. They want to laugh at it. They want to be more open and honest about it. Then if you're putting yourself out there,
Yeah.
it's you have to be ready for like comedians, especially on one of the biggest nights in Hollywood, to kind of poke fun at you and have a laugh at it. Because to be fair, like this is not Will Smith's first rodeo at the Oscars.
No.
He's been there multiple times. He knows that the host always roast like
Yes.
comedians,
And-
especially not comedians, actors, especially actors who are about to receive an award.
Yeah.
Because tonight is your biggest night.
Yeah.
It's only fair that you take a shot, lah. You know.
He did.
It's not that you're
technically
dying
did.
on a hospital bed and then you come like, hey, you fucker, you're dying. You know, you're about to receive one of the biggest awards in Hollywood. Take a joke, lah, at least. You know.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
if they had to look at it anywhere else, right? Even if you want to break it down to the simplest form, this is your job. This is basically still your job. Even at this award show, you're just receiving like maybe a like this is like maybe their bonus. So they're still on the hour here, and they're expected to be professional about it, lah. Even at
Yeah.
that level, you don't go up to your colleague and slap him like that for no apparent, not say no apparent reason, for this. There are other ways to handle it. Basically,
Yeah.
we should not actually try to defend what he did. Like what you were saying, all those people coming up to defend his actions. You can't. The thing about all this is, I think it's rampant there is that everyone keeps trying to justify uh wrong actions.
The more classy thing would be if, say, Will Smith won the award, right? He could go up there and then fire back at Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Instead
fire
of
back,
instead
take
of
the
doing
hit, take the shot. You know,
exactly.
make it funny. You know, like yeah, okay, and then move on from there. You know, or maybe if he doesn't want to do it, like tweet it out. You know, tweet fire back at Chris Rock over tweets. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Rather than
the
assaulting
thing is that
him.
imagine if he had held his so-called temper and he won Best Actor, he could have done it then.
Yeah.
He
And
could
you
have
know
done it.
what's the worst thing? Like during his speech when he was saying that he won the best actor for his
For
playing
King
the
Richard.
father of Serena Williams, right?
Yeah.
Venus Williams, and he's saying that he sees himself in King Richard like as a protector of his family. I'm like, what?
This was probably told to him by his publicist, lah.
That
or
is
his,
bad.
or his
That is so
PR,
delusional. That is so delusional.
his PR thing. He was
Yeah.
maybe caught up in the moment or what, lah, and he saw Jada's face, lah, basically. So he thought he had to defend her in some way. He could have defended her by shouting out a witty pun, but I think there was nothing going through his head. So yeah, I
Yeah.
need to slap this fella.
Like what I say, if he really wants to get back at Jada for infidelity, he should befriend the daughter. Daughter's Willow, right?
Yeah.
Willow's best friend and then fuck her in front of Jada. Or in the family
front.
marital bed.
Yeah.
Then he'll get back at his wife.
You should do Arnie lah.
Yeah, he should do Arnie.
Arnie.
Yeah, that's the best way.
Yeah. But you know, people went a little bit wild. Like at first they were like, oh, is it real or not? And then like the fucking Twitter or social media just went berserk.
Mm.
Where you had people who were rightly condemning Will Smith.
Right.
And then you had people who were like glorifying Will Smith.
Right. Yep.
Right? And then they went into like the minute details of whatever Chris Rock said.
Mm.
Like, oh, the G.I. Jane joke. Oh, there was levels to it. Then when you listen to the levels, you're like, wow, fuck, people really think too much, man.
Yeah, no, they're trying to justify a
Demi
wrong
Moore.
action.
Oh, Demi Moore went out with a younger guy. Oh, she also cheated on her husband. So Chris Rock is trying to say that, oh, you'll be a good fit to replace Demi Moore. Like, what? It was a 9 gag, lah. Nine gag.
Right. Yeah. I saw that.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I saw the meme.
All that's
Yeah.
supposed to happen within a span of what, 30 seconds?
Yeah. Hey, you know what's the best one? People on Twitter actually releasing footage of Chris Rock in 1991 or early 90s on a talk show where he's making fun of a bald man in the audience.
No, that's Will
No,
Smith.
not Will Smith.
Will Smith. Yeah, Will
No,
Smith
it's not
making
the
fun.
audience. It's in
It's
the
the
band.
bandmate.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's one of the band guys.
So it's Arsenio Hall's show.
Right, right.
and they have a band. So one of the guys who is a guitar player or the band leader
Yeah.
has a bald head,
Right.
and Will Smith was making fun of the guy.
Like he should wax his head or something,
Yeah,
right?
wax his head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, that goes to show Will Smith can take a joke. I mean, he can dish it out. He should be able to take a joke, but apparently, when it comes to his wife,
no,
he
he was.
couldn't
You
hold
see,
back,
Sean,
lah.
you were saying right that he was laughing,
Yeah, he was
and
laughing
then he looked at
and
her,
saw her
and
face.
apparently something happened there, or she said something we don't know, and
Yeah.
then he went up and he did whatever he did, lah. I still feel that it was not genuine,
Yeah.
but now there are like different angles, and
Mm,
someone was taking a video from the back. So when
right.
Will Smith like walked up, right, this person was taking the video was from behind Jada,
Oh, okay.
and apparently she was like rejoicing. She was like happy that that shit happened.
Wow.
Yeah, so it goes to show that
He's
it's a
being
fucking nut job.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's what they were talking about. That same podcast, they were like saying that because she that it's not the relationship between the two of them not as perfect as it seems lah.
He was
Yeah,
never perfect in the first
It was
place.
never lah.
she was.
There's something
Wasn't
going on in the
she?
behind. She might
Wasn't she
be
fucking Tupac?
Really?
no. She
Yeah,
was Tupac's girl. Then Tupac
yeah,
died.
she
Then
was.
Will Smith came
Yeah,
in. Will Smith came in.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's something up with it lah. The fact that there's a lot of repressed emotion in Will Smith. That's why he wants to jump off
Oh,
a
the amount of
helicopter.
jokes
He wants
saying
to
that he had to show that he's straight.
get show that it's straight. No, I mean, but all the other things that's been
Wait,
happening,
wasn't he on Epstein's plane as well?
I'm not sure.
He was on the black book.
I
Was
cannot.
he?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he was on the
Will
black
Smith?
book.
I think it was
Him,
rumored. Yeah.
who's the one? Chris Tucker. Not rumored. Like these fellas were on the book.
Oh no, Chris Tucker I knew, but was Will Smith's name on the black
Yeah,
book? Really?
I think I'm not sure. Let's see. Will
then
Smith.
someone else said like Jada Pinkett Smith is like a fucking low rent version of Chris Jenner. She's trying to make something like big from the family, but nothing is working because the husband is the one making the hundreds of millions.
And she basically just ruined him lah.
Yeah, she has not done anything for the family lah.
Yeah, because
The kids have done more.
right now the backlash is all targeted at him. She
Yeah.
if you look at it right, the backlash hasn't even fallen upon her, you know.
Oh no.
She's like the innocent party in this whole thing, you know, like oh just the
There
target
are
of a
few
bad joke
female
and that
comedians who came out and said that what Jada Smith was doing was fucked up. Like she was literally mind fucking her husband
correct.
Hmm.
into doing this, and then like people were arguing, oh, you always people always blame the lady, all this kind of shit. This the chauvinist or whatever, like
But if
patriarchal
you
society we live in.
we
Then
have
they're like, it's being said by female comedians.
Yeah.
if we can we should link like a video showing the exact moment where the joke landed and you see the two different reaction. Will Smith was laughing.
Yeah.
He most likely took it lightly. Like he just like, oh yeah, it's not bad. It's
I think
for
it's a fucking Manchurian candidate lah. I think
Yeah.
I think he's a part of the Manchurian candidate.
I don't know. I didn't even know he was a Scientologist.
Yeah, he is a Scientologist.
Did not know
He
that. I did not.
converted right recently or something.
I'm not sure if that has anything
Yeah.
to do lah, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who wanted to do what. But I see this as I'm not sure. I behind the scenes, I'm pretty sure we'll be like once like if there's if the expose, you find out that Jada's like probably been manipulating him in the most horrendous ways.
He should just do a John Travolta and kill his wife.
John
John
Travolta.
Travolta and kill his wife.
Kelly Preston, she passed away already. But
Oh.
they claim that it was cancer or something like that. I'm not
No,
I'm
because
not buying that.
Scientologists don't believe in medication, right?
They do.
They do.
They do.
They believe in their own kind of medication.
No. They
I
believe
remember
in medication.
Tom Cruise didn't let Katie Holmes have epidurals or something, right?
I think that was because he said that you should go through the
Scientology
church.
show. Wait.
to get rid of your psychological or mental issues instead of all these drugs.
Right.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
Scientologists hate
Yeah.
Is it
Psychology.
psychology or psychiatry? Both lah. Basically, they
Both,
don't
yeah.
believe in it.
Whatever that they're doing is like Carl Jung lah, and what's the other guy's name? Freud. Yeah, Freud and Jung style of psychology. Yeah, which
With
is
loads of pseudoscience.
yeah.
You need to get to clear and all this kind of like what?
Yeah.
You need to level up.
It's like playing a video game basically. Yeah, I think Ron Hubbard is just a lover of video games. That's why.
Scientology followers believe that a human is an immortal spiritual being, Titan, and the resident in a physical body. Oh, okay.
And there's a spaceship, right? There's a spaceship somewhere.
Don't they believe this alien planet that when you die you go to this alien planet or something? I don't know.
I guess so.
Yeah, there's some weird shit going on lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but it's run by Tom Cruise lah.
I feel
Not run by him lah, but it's back. It's like he's the
Wait, how
face
many
of
of
it
them?
lah.
Tom Cruise, John Travolta, Will
Yeah.
Smith.
But it happens to be all rich people lah.
Yeah, mostly lah.
mostly, yeah.
Have you ever seen a poor Scientologist?
Those people who are paying money lah.
Those people, the recruits are the poor ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The poor Scientologists.
The bottom feeders, the people
The
who
ones who are getting scammed are the poor ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. People like Will Smith and John Travolta and Tom Cruise are not getting scammed. They're in on it.
In on it, yeah. They're the ones doing it. I don't know. The slap has made it's actually taking up and all the news in America right now. A lot of them
Yeah.
discussing what it means for him, and then he had to keep coming out like Chris Rock came out. Chris Rock was talking about it on his tour, one of his tour comedy stand up. He's saying he's still processing it, but he I think at one point believes that Will Smith might have been delusional when he came out and hit. Probably like he was saying that lah. You know, like maybe when he came out, he really thought like he was defending something lah. But he doesn't hold it against him. That's why he refused to press charges. And then the other thing is that how a few things to take out of context. There's one picture of Nicole Kidman supposedly reacting to the slap, but that picture was taken out of context because that wasn't her reacting to the slap. It was her reacting to someone, I think, winning something.
Oh.
Yeah, some other stuff. So yeah, once again,
Dude, do you know that some fans actually paid $400 to see Chris Rock's show? $400, dude.
he's making bucks, man. That's why he doesn't have to press charges. Doesn't have to sue Will Smith. You have to thank him for
what?
for skyrocketing his.
And apparently some fans are unhappy that they paid hundreds of dollars and Chris Rock didn't mention Will Smith.
Maybe that's what the heckler said lah. How does your chick feel?
Dude, like that was what I was saying. Like maybe an hour after the slap, when we were talking about it in real time, I was like, doesn't seem that real. And they have benefited massively, right? So you see, Will Smith and Chris Rock is the only like two names that everyone is talking about. The Oscars, all of a sudden, ratings skyrocketed because people tuned in after that to see what the hell was going to go on. And we did not even talk about the standing ovation that Will Smith got for winning the Oscar.
Yeah, that was a bit ridiculous lah.
Yeah.
That was a bit ridiculous. Yeah,
and apparently, wait, was it Roman Polanski or Woody Allen? Someone got a Lifetime Achievement Award. It was one of those pedos.
Pedos. Why are you taking my picture? I'm not a pedo. Just take care of your camera. So
no, I wanted to find whether it was Woody Allen or
probably Woody
Roman
Allen.
Polanski.
Roman Polanski was the Manson family guy, right?
Roman Polanski, yeah, Sharon Tate, who was murdered by the Manson family.
That's also quite scary, that Hollywood has something dark going on at the background.
Yeah.
And this is just one of them. That's
Yeah,
why
man.
our first reaction to this was it staged? And even after all of that happened, it's like they're trying very hard to convince us that it's not staged. Then the
Yeah,
other thing
but
is that when he didn't
but
go
it
to
was
commercial,
not planned. Yeah,
Mm.
didn't go to.
he didn't go to commercial break. The
No
sound,
security rushed
no
to
security.
check.
That's
Nothing.
then later on they were saying that he was asked to leave but he didn't. It's like you don't ask. I mean, if you need a person to go, you ask him politely first and then later you escort him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't just ask him no, then you're like, then what the fuck,
Yeah.
what's your use?
It could be they want to create a scene now also on
I mean,
biggest night in
you
Hollywood.
look who came out. Bradley Cooper went up to him, Tyler Perry, Denzel Washington.
Mm.
They all went up to console Will Smith. I think, but they were the wrong people. They're not Scientologists, ma. Don't believe in Jesus.
Actually, we don't even know whether they were consoling him or whatever. Fuck
That's what they said lah. They
Yeah,
said
that's what they
Perry went up
like.
to say a
We really
prayer.
don't know what they spoke to him.
What was actually being said. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Yeah,
went
we
up and
don't
said like,
know.
how much are they paying you? Can
Yeah.
I get in? Who can I slap next year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get in get in on some of the cash?
Does it pay more if you slap a white comedian?
Because it really doesn't make sense for Denzel, who's very level-headed
Mm.
and who does not like buy into like stupid shit like Black Lives Matter and all. For him to like go and like console Will Smith, it doesn't make sense.
Either console him or said like you should have clenched up your fist and go in on the right.
That
You're
doesn't
supposed
make
to
sense at
you're
all.
supposed to make him fall.
Yeah.
He leaned in. He leaned in.
Denzel wouldn't do that, but the character from Training Day, he might do that.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
So he's getting into characters like Will. I need your advice.
Yeah.
Like when he probably wasn't there to console him, probably there to advise him to say like, don't take this too hard. They quoted him saying, the devil only takes notice of you when you're not doing anything wrong.
No, the devil comes
When
when
you're
you're
about to
at your
win.
highest.
You,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
highest, but
along
he
those
also
lines.
says something like the devil comes to you when you're not doing anything wrong, which means if you're too good, then the devil takes notice in you. If you're too bad, he says like, yeah, you're my favorite. He's saying that Will Smith is good lah. That's why the devil came after him at his highest lah. But he didn't know he was gonna win. What are you telling me? He knew he was gonna win? Aha! So everybody there knows whether they're gonna win or lose lah.
Yeah. And
Before they win.
another thing that people were talking about, right, was if that was a female comedian, would he have done that? If that was another guy, a white fella,
Mm.
right? If he was a white fella, or if he was The Rock, not Chris Rock, The Rock.
Yeah, the actual Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not lah. Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not. You pick your
And
fights.
bloody hell,
So
Chris
was
Rock
he
is like
bullying?
tiny.
Yeah, was he
Yeah,
bullying Chris Rock? Is he going up there because he's bigger than him? Yeah, there are a lot of questions lah.
Yeah.
Did he feel that he could do that because did he feel like he could do that because Jada said to him, "Are you gonna let him talk to me like that? You gonna let this small man talk to me like that? That's why I choose small man over you. That's why I
See,
choose
this is a problem.
with
Black
one
on
look."
black violence, right, does
Yeah.
not get the same attention that white on black violence gets, which is not right. It's not right.
This is what happens when the Oscar
Those
decides to
4
become more
innocent
inclusive.
cops in fucking Minnesota. Sorry, wrong.
Minnesota.
Yeah, from Oscars so white to now Oscars too black.
Yeah. Wow, yeah, when Schultz and all, Andrew Schultz flagrant too, when they roasted Will Smith.
Oh, so good, man. The opening
So good.
monologue.
Opening monologue.
Well, what did he say? Did he say the Oscar took a dark turn?
Oh no,
Yeah. All the jokes
if you
about
have not seen it, right, go and watch it.
Yeah, go and watch
is
it, yeah.
Fantastic.
I watched the beginning part when he was like going on and on about
the
like one
the
line
monologue,
talking.
the
The
roast,
monologue,
yeah.
a lot of it was about Jada's lack of hair. lah.
Yeah.
Lack of hair, and the other one, he got an Oscar. That's
Yeah.
what the Mexican guy who was going to fuck Jada.
Oh man. Brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant stuff.
Something he
Yeah,
needs to chill.
and actually we just glossed past one important bit
Yeah.
where a guy who looks like he's part of the Scientology cult
Mm.
came up and weighed on this matter, and he was ripping Will Smith to shred.
Mm.
That was Jim Carrey,
Jim Carrey.
who has also had his moments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
So-
showed the thing. That's why I went. You showed me the link of him going up on stage and like kissing Alicia Silverstone out
Yeah.
of nowhere.
That was
I
doing
went
Batman.
because I was confused. I was confused with the fact that
That was doing Batman, right?
huh
That was doing Batman, right?
I
When
think
they were
so. It
all
was
in the same movie.
but the
Oh yes, yes, yes.
but
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
context of that was slightly different because that was like from his point of view, it was like for a comedic shtick.
Mm.
But I understand also how now it can be seen, not say now, how it can see, because if of course he kind of forcefully kissed her, but
Yeah.
I don't
This
know how to categorize it, because if there was really something wrong, she would have said something about it now. And then the
Yeah.
whole pressure of like if she said something about it, was Jim Carrey. That's why I cannot that one I'm not saying on the fence, but I cannot disagree with what they're saying.
Mm.
Him kissing her, yeah, that could have been wrong. But then the other one where the other ones where what was he doing? I think was he on Arsenio Hall also?
Who?
The other
Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey. Some
Jim Carrey, I'm not sure.
he said he acted drunk and pretended like it was a good time to call him a black bastard or something.
Jim Carrey
Oh.
is known for staying in character and then using that as a reason to be an asshole.
But I feel like I feel
So
like the context was kind of missed when they tried to use that against Jim Carrey for speaking out against Will Smith.
Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, but
Those like I feel like those are two different things. This is him reacting with like violence on a person, and this is another comedic act.
Mm.
Once again, works.
And Jim Carrey has done those kind of things like multiple times.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2001, was it MTV Movie Awards or something?
Yeah.
He came dressed as a hippie
Yeah.
and he was drinking and he stayed in character all the way.
So it's part of the thing. So how are you using that just to like to like either discredit
Yeah.
it or it's like
No,
it,
it's
it,
like the naysayers saying that, oh, you have done something similar in like in the
you,
past,
yeah, you don't get to
so
say it
this discounts you from
for making any kind
making
of
any. Yeah.
So I'm like no, I mean at most you want to call him a hypocrite, yes, but it doesn't change the fact of what happened as well.
Yeah. No, he could be hypocritical and still right.
Yeah, I mean in
True.
this case he was
Yeah.
true, yeah. Yeah. But I think a lot of actors who are coming out to talk about this, right? They also want to get in on the action. Lah.
Yes.
They also want to get in on the trending Twitter,
Yeah, they
hashtag.
need their
Yeah,
name out there. They need to say the
because
perfect thing to
Jim,
like
yeah,
explode.
Jim Carrey has not done anything recently though.
Oh, he's retiring.
Except like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but fuck.
No,
Yeah, I
he's
think he
he's
says that's
retiring.
the last. Yeah.
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 After,
mean-
I think the interview was for Sonic the Hedgehog too. He's saying that he
Mm-hmm.
only come back if there's a good script, like otherwise he's taking a break and he's
He
gonna
should.
Oh,
focus on
but
painting.
I think that was the quietest I've ever seen Gil King during an interview
He
of
was
a
trying to defend Will
controversial thing.
Smith. Right?
Huh?
He was trying to defend him.
They were trying their best, but
Yeah.
Jim Carrey,
It's
the
like,
way he put his points across, right, there was no defending it.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, where were no one rushed up, no one like say, hey, you can't, no one was there to protect the comedian.
Yeah.
This is the guy up there doing his job. No one was out there, it makes it sets a tone for a very dangerous
It's a
precedent.
dangerous precedence, yeah.
It's like trying to say that now you better watch you better watch your mouth, or it's okay if we come out and punch the shit out of you.
Yeah.
It says this whole thing like you need to watch your mouth. Everyone has freedom of speech except you. In this line of work, you have to say things that we only we have to find funny. We don't, we can violently react to you.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais said it like pretty well. He put it pretty well. He said that it's not that the joke is offensive. You felt offended.
Mm.
I cannot react according to your feelings.
Mm.
I am here to entertain few, like couple of thousand people in this room, and few 100 million people who are watching.
Mm.
Right? You are not that important.
Yeah, true.
Right?
Oh, lots of people
You
won't want
have
to hear
your
that.
own inflated ego, but you are not that important. And he said that yeah, he doesn't care whether you're offended or not. You have the right to feel offended, but that right stops right there.
Mm.
If you want to do anything else about it, then you're crossing multiple lines,
Yeah.
and the consequences are going to be disastrous.
And also the great late Patrice O'Neill put it in a very succinct way as well. Like he said that you have to give benefit of doubt to comedians, right? Because the main objective of a comedian is to make jokes and get people to laugh.
Yeah.
So if ever if a joke fails or bombs, you have to give them the benefit of doubt that they're trying to be funny, and
But
not to
yeah,
offend anyone.
there's actually something like way deeper. Where when you mentioned Patrice O'Neill, I got reminded of that. Like people like Patrice O'Neill, fucking hell, legend, gone too early. Cat Williams, you know who
Hmm.
Cat Williams is?
Yeah.
The comedian. That guy, and there's a rapper who also acted in like a couple of drama series and all this kind of shit. Fuck. Lord Omar or something like that. Fuck, I forgot his name.
Hmm.
So like they have been talking about this shit for a very long time, and they were talking about how black men have had to compromise their way up to stardom.
Hmm.
Yeah, by dressing up and all that.
Correct. So it's like the like what Dave Chappelle said on Oprah, lah, like he refused to wear the dress.
Mm.
Like Chappelle said that, like I refuse to wear a dress.
Wear a dress.
No, because he was commenting about how a lot of black men had to, start dressing up to be funny. Tyler Perry, even Martin Lawrence with Big Mama's House.
Yes. Eddie
Uh,
Murphy.
at some point, Eddie Murphy also. In
Eddie
fact,
Murphy made don't know how many movies about it. But not
yeah, that was
Oh
the
yeah. That's right.
right. And then you got the Wayne's brothers,
yes.
right? Like
So yeah,
all of them had to wear or had to do
dresses.
ridiculous, stupid shit
Mm.
to make to like earn their name and all this kind of shit lah. So if you refuse to play their game, so they use different people say different give different definitions for who they are lah.
Mm.
So they say that if you refuse to play, you will just fade into obscurity,
Right.
right? So like you can see some people, right, like they will like do a blockbuster action film, for example, Will Smith.
Mm.
Like you
Yes.
act in like fucking Independence Day and like Men in Black.
Wild West, he had to wear a dress.
Yeah,
True. Good point.
right? Like as a fucking action movie star, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
You should not be wearing a dress at all,
Right.
right? And then he wore a dress. And Wild West was like ages ago.
And Wild West also pretty shit lah. So I mean,
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was,
yeah.
but the thing is, like, he had to wear a dress within that shit show. So
But the thing about Will Smith is that he doesn't have good taste, or his taste is very safe. His brand is very safe, which I don't respect him as an actor or as an artist or someone who wants to push the envelope. He's not a Denzel Washington, you know. He only takes roles, right, that fit into his good brand, good guy brand. A hero that starts off good and then becomes better.
but he doesn't always have to lah.
No, he turned down The Matrix.
I know, but he like
turned
the
down
roles that you were in also. I think the Pursuit of Happiness are pretty good lah.
I mean, it's good, but if you look at his whole body of work, it's very
Yeah.
safe. He's not trying something new. He's not
Yeah.
pushing himself as
Turning
a
down Neo
take
and
on more like challenging roles.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and even the movie that he picked that was like there was like a shade of grey and then it became way better was Hitch.
Mm.
Like he was like the playboy, but then like the girl like
That,
changes him.
that was also a comedy.
what
It's a
about Hancock?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Hancock.
It's
Hancock.
Hancock. Then what's the other one? iRobot. Or something.
iRobot. Yeah, also
Hancock. He's
hero.
like the anti-hero,
I mean,
but it's still anti-hero. It's still when he at the end of it, he still becomes a good guy lah.
he still becomes a
And
good guy.
also, actually, there's a backstory behind him. Like, he was a good guy lah.
Yeah, he's a good guy who liked the bottle too much, right?
Oh my god, mind blown. Maybe this is the start. Maybe he does this so he can start playing villainous roles.
Oh shit.
I think he's going to find it pretty hard to get a job now.
You will have a
He's
that's the thing. That's what
The
you
wife
think.
is going to
but
burn through whatever assets they have.
that's
Hundreds
what
of
you
millions
think.
of dollars
What if after
slowly.
this he starts
He's going to
he
spend it
starts
on
playing
wigs.
uh what's a bad character role to play? Who can he portray that's bad
He should play a slave trader in the deep south in 1865 lah.
Yeah, the house N-word.
the house.
And then he's the boss. He's the boss.
I mean, now he's taken up character roles, character roles, biographical character
Like
roles.
biopics lah.
Yeah, biopics. Muhammad Ali, the Concussion Doctor, King Richard, Pursuit of Happiness. All those one that he was pretty good in is when he portrays other people.
Yeah.
Man
Yeah.
in Black, he was okay comedically.
Man in
Bad
Black-
Boys was not bad also.
okay.
Bad Boys was not too bad. His Mike Lowry role was also not bad. Otherwise, I think I still appreciated him from Fresh Prince, where he was trying to play a version of himself. I think that's where his
Yeah, but-
acting skills actually.
Wow, but if that is himself, whew, what a
But
nut
also
job.
that is such a different Will Smith than who he is right now, you know?
Very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it changed through the years. I don't know how it came about, but he went about trying to create an image that maybe now he's finding it hard to live up to.
Mm.
Probably, or maybe he realized that no one is talking about him and he needs, activity.
Yeah.
More activity.
I
Yeah.
mean, he did do a short stint on, the losing weight one. Have you all seen his losing weight documentary? Like because he started gaining a lot of weight.
Mhm.
He getting more unhealthy, so he decided to do this Instagram or YouTube documentary where he will go through the process of trying to lose all that weight.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah,
For a multi-millionaire like him, I don't think it's very hard.
no, he
lah.
gave up.
But
He gave up on camera also.
then I think he deserves to be a loser.
Yeah.
No, but that thing I actually
If you are worth $300 million, you would have a nutritionist, you would have a chef, you would have a personal trainer. I mean, if you can't get
yeah,
into
but
shape,
I
then
have a feeling they went too hard because the reason was right. Instead of making it a year-long process or 3 years, I think he was trying to do it within 3 months.
then why set
Yeah.
lofty goals when you know you can't achieve it?
Yeah.
Just
So-
something
so
to
it's-
go on to. That's why in the end he gave up, and he in that sense, the fact that he gave up, I felt better about that because that shows that can admit that he's human lah.
No,
he's fucking delusional lah.
we can admit that it's scripted lah,
Yeah.
to a certain degree.
Well, I also he gave up he gave up pretty like how a normal person would give up lah. Like fuck this shit.
Wait, this guy, right, is used to fucking training for films. He trained to become Ali,
I know,
right? So
but now he's
it's not-
older. What
It
he's
is not
older, so
something
he was
new
like,
lah.
no, he was older. But I got a feeling it's because they went too radical with what they were trying to do, like run enormous amounts. Run up. I think they went to Dubai
Mm.
to run up all the staircase of the tallest building.
Oh, Burj Khalifa.
Then that is show business already. Then
Yeah,
that's not.
then
Then
it's
that's
That's
not.
crazy
training
also,
already, ah.
Like 12 floors also I
That's
cannot
not a
take care.
documentary.
12
That's
floors also
not
cannot
on-
take care.
That is not a documentary. That's a TV show right there.
That's a YouTube
That's why they
content.
did it on YouTube.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
Yeah.
it was short lived lah. He did lose a bit of weight, but yeah, maybe
That's him wanting to become a YouTube star lah.
now he looks pretty
Mm.
good. He just doesn't have. He lost the Ali's swing.
He never had it lah. He was acting lah. He gets
This-
paid to pretend like he's
this-
someone else. That's
This
that's all he
proves
does.
it. This proves it. Was he pretending to slap him? A
A
lot of people are
Oh,
saying also what.
the
Rock
the
was
fucking
unscathed.
wrist cocking, right, was very, like, people
Yeah,
were
but-
branding it as sissy slap lah.
Rock was unscathed, Mo.
There's no mark on Rock's face, or maybe you
No
couldn't.
mark, nothing.
You
Dude,
couldn't see it
he
because
leaned in, like Chris Rock leaned in,
Yeah.
and then he rolled with it like damn quick.
So that's why people are saying that he expected it to come.
because most likely when you see someone walking to you on the stage, your hands
you
will
get
be up in front
defensive.
of you already, right?
You're like,
It's like,
yo,
Hi.
Yeah,
Like what?
like
That's
the
down.
guy's coming, your first thing, your hands should be
Your
up,
hand,
right?
his hands were behind his back.
No one will put their
Yeah.
hands behind your back and then.
Behind your back, and you lean in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lean
it's a bit,
in
it's a
like,
bit dodgy, lah. It's a bit dodgy.
like this side you have to go for.
Yeah.
I need to see
Yeah.
it coming. Whoa.
When someone
you-
approaches you, at no point your natural instincts will never to put your hands behind your back
Yeah.
unless you want to.
No, that's why it felt so staged because like I don't know if there's any old show lah, but even old show lah, when there's an altercation about to happen, right? Both like the other guy is usually also already like, oh, like yo, even if you're a comedian, you'll be like, oh, whoa, like there will be some kind of
Your hands
Hand-
will be in front of you, like yeah.
Like,
So
hey,
that for me when I watched that, I was like,
hands
Dude,
behind his back.
pro wrestling make it way more believable. No? If like two
Yeah.
actors like come like they all of a sudden they just like contact each other, right?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, the referees will run out, the staff will run out, then they'll make it seem like it's a big melee and everything. They'll try to stop people
Yeah.
from like getting it on, right?
So
This
so
one,
was this
none of
perfectly
them-
executed? Maybe this was a perfectly executed staged fight.
Yeah.
I think for next year's Oscars, they need to bring the Undertaker to come on stage and give someone like a fucking power
Like
driver.
a choke slam. Yeah.
Oh, chokeslam.
Yeah.
It would have been more
tombstone powder.
believable if
Tombstone.
this happened between The Rock and Vin Diesel.
Oh, apparently they hate each other.
They do.
They hate each other. They're not on
I don't
speaking
know.
terms. And
But
they
you-
made like what 4 films together? 4 films together?
It was
That was,
very bad
the
when
two
they
Fast and
filmed
Furious
filmed
ones, yeah.
together.
Yeah, Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah.
And apparently they need to have like a intermediary person
Yeah,
to
because
like
The
pass
Rock
notes
said
between each other.
The Rock was saying that he's
Wow.
unprofessional because I think he comes in late or something.
Yeah, I mean they're bitching
Whatever
about
lah. It's two
other.
big ass bald headed guys going at each other.
Yeah, but
You don't want to get in between that. Man.
But the Rock is fucking charismatic lah. Vin Diesel has the charisma of a fucking wet wall.
Yeah, I think also it's ego also, like the Rock is one of the biggest action stars in the world, and then Vin
I
Diesel.
think he is. I think now he's the biggest action star.
It is. He is.
I think
I think gross income, like blockbuster collections, right?
I think him
Sorry, box office, not blockbuster. Blockbuster gone already. Box office.
and Tom Cruise I think might be up there lah.
Is it?
And Vin Diesel is Groot.
Yeah. Vin Diesel has money because he's a producer on Fast and
No,
Furious.
I didn't mean good. I meant Groot.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the voice of Groot.
The Groot
Yeah,
that
Tom Cruise he owns the Mission Impossible franchise. So
Franchise,
yeah,
yeah.
that
and
will
they're coming out with 2 more. But I think that is his best role. I am Groot.
Groot. There's Groot.
Dude.
Groot.
That's all he's getting paid for.
Yeah.
I am Groot. Groot.
Oh, yeah. There was some
That's
ridiculous
like the best job ever.
fucking payments for like some animated voice, right? Like from I think it was Disney Pixar.
Ah,
I forgot. The person was getting fuck, I forgot who the actor was, like 30 mil for just making like silly noises.
yeah. That's the thing. That's the best job.
I forgot.
I don't know.
For what movie? For some.
I remember Don Rickles was talking about it.
Okay.
Then he was I think it was Toy Story or some shit like that. Then he was saying that, I come in and I do a full shift of work. You come in and you just make some cockamamie noises on the mic and you take your $30 million check and you leave. You got to help out a young
Robin
upcoming
Williams, right?
artist.
Robin Williams actually worked. Robin Williams actually worked for that money. He made so much noises. Robin.
Yeah. Robin Williams is it's pretty wild. It's a wild child.
He's a wild guy. Yeah, he was a wild guy.
Most of his early stand-ups is
with Richard Pryor.
Huh?
He was working for Richard Pryor. He was on the Richard Pryor show.
All right, yeah. He toured with him as well, right?
With him, yeah. They toured together.
Right.
That's where the sniffles came in, yeah.
When you see him like sweating on stage, it's because of the coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the end, it was sickness, right?
No, he had a inflamed heart and everything. He went through surgery, multiple surgeries.
Yeah, but at the end, he also not say early onset Parkinson's, it was dementia or something. Early onset dementia or something.
Oh, Robin Williams?
Yeah, it seems to be happening. I don't know how they get it, but even Bruce Willis is having it now. What was that thing? Brain
aphasia.
Aphasia?
Aphasia.
Yeah.
Sounds like
maybe that's something to make fun of next Oscar lah. Have Demi Moore and his current wife come out and smack that comedian.
Hey, Bruce Willis is a supporter of comedy as well. He was in the show for Bumping Mics.
Yeah.
Dude, he roasted, right? He got roasted. Comedy Central.
Oh yeah.
And Demi Moore was the one that roasted him.
Came in unannounced.
The best.
Yeah, so they arranged it behind his back lah.
With what's the roast master?
Wait, was it Seth MacFarlane? No.
No. Fuck. What's the guy's name? Fat fuck.
I can only know him as the Jewish guy.
Jason Alexander,
No, no.
Jewish guy.
Jeff Ross.
Jeff
Fucking hell.
Ross. Yes.
Wait, Jeff Ross was the roast master, man.
I think for the Bruce Willis roast, I think, or maybe
I
might
thought
not be.
he was
But
one
he
of the
was
roasters.
he was on Bumping Mics with Dave Attell,
Ah,
and then in one of the episodes, they got Bruce Willis up on stage and then they make fun of him.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but the roast was okay lah. Was not that bad. The Rob Lowe roast was pretty good.
Oh yeah. I think they
Yeah.
should roast Will Smith next lah, and then have Jada Smith in a cage.
They should have Will Smith
Honestly.
also in a cage or in a plexiglass box.
Yeah, Nikki Glazer. They had what's that? Martha Stewart.
Master Stewart.
Martha Stewart.
Oh, Martha Stewart,
Martha
Right.
Stewart.
the criminal.
That criminal.
She's
Yeah,
so
they,
fun,
they
right?
they made so much fun of her.
Yeah.
Wait, was Ann Coulter also part of the
And
roasters?
Coulter.
Ann
Yeah.
Coulter, I think
So
Pete
weird, right? What
Davidson.
is she even doing there?
Yeah, Jimmy
No.
Carr.
They had
Or was that Rob
they
Lowe?
had this guy, Edward Norton.
Edward Norton was there. Yeah.
And they had freaking Dennis Rodman.
What
How
a
do they
weird
choose
lineup.
this? How are they all related to Bruce Willis? Has Bruce Willis ever acted with Dennis Rodman before?
Fifth Element?
No,
Did-
that's Chris Tucker.
Oh, that was Chris Tucker.
I know the similarities because of the way he dressed.
Yes, and the dyed hair. And
I mean, the thing
like
is
the
that
piercing.
even Edward Norton and Bruce Willis, I actually that's why I think I prefer the older roasts, the way back when during the Rat Pack era, because everyone there knew each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is
as
Ann
harsh-
Coulter in the
Exactly,
on
as
the stage?
harsh as as harsh as the things they're saying to one another comes out from their mouth, right? You also know that these guys are friends. At
Yeah.
the end of it, right, it comes from a place of, that it's not meant to come up and like throw you down. It's just there to poke fun of you. And then at the end of the day, it's just hugs and really no hard feelings. So you don't have to ask yourself if there's any hard feelings.
Yeah.
They're just there to make everyone laugh, the guy included himself,
Yeah.
and be like best buddies lah, crushing each other's ball busting lah.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
classy also. I mean, the jokes they made also, they were actually funny lah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Now you have people who don't know each other trying to be as offensive as can be and then laughing it off, and then you have to see the guy being roasted sit down there, fake laugh and be uncomfortable and have a few hits and misses here and there lah. Only those like the Geraldo and the and Ross can pull that off lah, because that's basically what they were meant to do lah. They're there to roast you harshly but I prefer it.
Hey,
The people there
Geraldo
acting-
had like really good gems when he was
Yeah.
roasting people. Like he amped up like the nastiness because of Comedy Central, but some of the jokes were fantastic.
No, but you see his purpose there can be clearly seen. Like, yes, he doesn't personally know the guy, but he's there to kill you. Jokes. Like he is that's
Yeah.
him and Jeff Ross, they're there to roast you. They don't care who you are, they're not your friends. I mean, they might not be your friend, but your purpose stated. Like
Yeah.
then it's up for the roast guy to come and roast you back or what, not punch you lah. But the rest of them, like you rather have people there like know one another. Like for Bruce Willis once was only the meme or. And
Maybe
one,
I think he knows Jeff Ross lah. I think so. Maybe.
I mean I don't know. I don't know how it's
Maybe
Yeah,
that's a friendship. Probably.
Jeff Ross is he has been doing the roast right for a very long time, and he's part of the Friars Club in New York City. So that is where people wanted to go to get roasted.
Yeah, they want him to
So
roast
they
you.
wanted to be invited for a dinner, and it would be an honor and privilege if they selected you to be the victim.
Yeah.
Right.
That was last time.
Mm.
After Comedy Central took it over, right, it has lost the fanfare. It used to be a tuxedo event, a black tie event.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a dinner, a massive
Yeah.
ballroom, and fucking
Right.
huge dais, and people will be having dinner and drinks and everything, and the roast will be going on.
Right.
Now it's like
I actually have a feeling that
Is
maybe
It's like
it's
made for TV lah. Now it's like
Yeah.
just made for TV.
made
kind
for
of shit
TV.
lah.
And I have a feeling it's
Yeah.
the reason why they kept it to people who don't know you is cause the people who don't want to do it. There's too much pressure because back then I think maybe they had more talent, more skill, they had more gifts of the like wit or what lah. That's why they could do it without like emotionally really killing. You know,
Yeah.
they knew the line. So now people are so afraid to step over the line, especially with someone they know. They just back out.
If
So that's
if
why
you
they had to
guys
get outside people.
if you guys had watched the Charlie Sheen roast, right?
Mm.
One of the roasters was Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mike Tyson showed more restraint on that stage than Will Smith.
Yeah.
Beat your ass up. I'm gonna beat your ass up.
Hey, should we go talk about our next topic?
Yeah,
Or
do
should
that.
we? It's really an hour. Yeah, let's just yeah,
The
maybe
Zoom
government
pass it.
control,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a new control method.
Yeah. And we don't even know how many Singaporeans actually know about this. That
it's
there's
not
such an
really
app.
publicized. This thing that we're gonna talk about is not really publicized in Singapore,
Yeah.
right?
I
Yeah.
just found out from you guys.
Because all the Chinese Asia and Straight Times pumping out now is about Malaysia. Malaysia, JB, JB, JB.
Malaysia
JB.
boleh.
Yeah. Like they are showing pictures of Singaporean cars in a Malaysian petrol station with the rear wheel jacked up so that they can pump more petrol. So that is more important than this lah. But this is going to affect every single one of us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
It's an app,
But
So
right?
can
this,
you
Is
all
it
can you all
app that they're
describe it?
trying to
Because
roll out?
I only found out about it today from you guys.
yeah, so it's an app, and the app is called Life SG.
Like
So it's a government wallet,
government.
right? So like every like I think most tech savvy people know what a wallet is. So you get to store digital currency,
I call it a
vouchers.
purse. I call it a purse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or a clutch.
Or clutch, yeah.
Yeah. So you store those valuable things in there. You can use that for transactions or whatsoever lah. So one is an Apple Pay. That's a wallet where you can hold your multiple credit cards, debit cards.
Mm.
You can even store your like boarding passes and all this kind of shit, right? So it's meant to make things simpler when everything becomes more digitalized.
Right.
And you know where there's this huge drive to move away from paper currency,
Mm.
right? Because paper currency not really trackable,
True.
right?
Yeah.
So this Life SG app, I came across it because uh, there have been reports saying that Ministry of Defense going to give out vouchers to all national servicemen, past and present,
Right.
right? So $100 voucher to go and spend at I think participating merchants, and if I'm not wrong, year membership at Safra.
Okay, not too bad.
If I'm not wrong, but they would want you to like apply for it or some shit like that lah, which doesn't make sense because they have all our details and everything. They could just like the last time. I think NS50 they gave us 5 years ago. They gave us the card just mailed to you 1 year free, or
Right.
if you already have a card, they just extended 1 year.
Right.
Right? So those things are all going to be part of the Life SG app,
Mm.
right? So the Life SG app, they said that whatever the government is giving away or like GST vouchers and all to citizens, it has to be accessed from the Life SG app from this year onwards, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
So the government is going to get way more control over you.
Mm.
They're going to know way more things about you,
Right.
right? How much you access, how much you spend, where you spend,
Mm.
all these things, they're going to know info about you.
Will we ever come to a point where they say like you have to use the vouchers on like certified websites or
Oh, yeah,
locations or
dude, they
services?
It's
can do
you should
whatever they
see
want.
Yeah.
how it works. It always starts off as no. Like
Mm.
no, not say no. It always starts off as it's incremental. So
Mm.
first, oh no, we're only going to credit your vouchers there. Then later on, it moves to you can only use your vouchers by scanning QR codes on the app itself.
On the app
Mm.
itself, yeah.
And then later on, or you can only use those things at certain certified places.
Yep.
Or and on the other thing, you can only use those voucher had you signed up for this scheme on that, like on or you agree to this scheme, or you only sign up when you are, let's just say another vaccination
Another trip together.
another vaccination run comes through.
Mm.
So how they made most of us go for vaccine, well, not say made lah, how they encouraged us to go for vaccination.
Made was the right term.
I said encourages lah, because it didn't fully work. So they encourage us to go do it is they say you can't go to places without scanning your trace together ID. Now with this you can't get your vouchers, you can't get your vouchers, you can't use them unless you're verified to be vaccinated, because now they know you've not been vaccinated, so they know you shouldn't be here, so they know you shouldn't be able to use the voucher.
Right.
And then if that goes to what you save GST, now they say you're not okay, this is speculation again. It's my opinion that what could happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't want to spread. I'm not saying that it will. I'm just saying it's a possibility. I think I might be wrong. Saying that then it goes that if you're not vaccinated, you don't need the USAFE thing, because you have your own shit together. It's just like how if you don't get vaccinated, you go to hospital, you pay your entire bill yourself. No subsidy there. Same thing, if you feel like you don't need the vaccination or what nonsense, you can say you should be able to vouch for yourself at home as well. You don't need government aid
Right.
because you've opted out of it. So now you don't receive those things since you can only access them through this app which I'm not sure because I haven't watched it all, but it looks like they want to centralize all their apps. So all those maybe even HDB might be going through there. It's basically an upgraded form of your Singpass, I guess. Or the integrating it, I guess.
It has been developed by GovTech, right? So GovTech used to they just had a change in what do you call that, leadership. So it used to be run by Ng Chee Ming, the guy who lost the elections at Sengkang, right?
Yep.
He used to be the chief of defense force.
Right.
And his brother was another general. He was a chief of Air Force or Navy. I think was either one. I think Air Force also lah. I'm not sure, but he was also a chief lah. So the Ng Chee Ming was the top guy in MINDEF, in the army, SAF, sorry, Singapore Armed Forces, and this guy was like one tier lower. So all scholars lah. Right. So this guy was running GovTech, and now a former MINDEF fella who was like a chief of like intelligence, military intelligence, and all this kind of shit, he's taking over. So it's like all government scholars, all former military guys.
Yep.
A lot of like intelligence gathering and all this kind of nonsense lah. So these are the guys who are running it lah.
It's not. You don't have to look deep and hard into this to kind of question the motive of why the government wants to create this new app.
Yeah.
Oh, we're asking. They hide it. Not say hide it.
It's all in plain sight.
Yeah, they're saying it's to simplify.
Yeah, but also like that's the thing of like having things in plain sight, right? And they can be like, yeah, it's open to everyone. We all can see what we're doing. But
yes, transparency.
So, I mean, that's the way to do shit now lah, rather than in the 70s.
It's not so forward, but I'm saying that it seemed to be incremental. I mean, the whole COVID thing was incremental, so it just kept escalating to
actually, the COVID thing was pretty abrupt, right?
No, it's not. Look, okay, I have to bring it back to the trace together thing. It started from being optional to
mandatory.
Right. It went from go collect your token, it's up to you to go collect your token, to like not many people is going to collect that token. Please download the app. Then okay, why are people not downloading app? Now you need the app to go somewhere. Oh, okay, to certain places. But it looks like they're still not downloading. Then we need to put it to places where they do have to go to. Shopping centers all need the app. And then from then on now, since everybody needs the app to go to shopping centers, you all need to be vaccinated to go in. Incremental stages. And all of them seem at every stage it is there's a justification and there's a requirement. But it always seems it's like a planned route. There's already the justification that we're going to use. So we just have to create a scenario where we can use that justification. So it looks like that. Once again, it could have been coincidental. It could have been just the way it was progressing. But if you look, I mean, I don't think I'm wrong for saying it. You can look at it that way also lah. Like, seems like the path was made and it went from not being required to being required on the premise of circumstances. Like the change in circumstances made it necessary for that lah.
Mm.
So it was justified. I mean, now who can argue with it? Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, it's a natural state of, it's natural way it would progress because of the escalating COVID scenario. So now we see
Yeah.
this one, and you just wait for the scenario where the justification can come in.
And also
Or
in the current climate, I think it's easier for government to implement shit like this because they can always fall back on in the interest of public safety, in the interest of public health.
Yeah.
You know, this app will help you to keep Singaporeans safe.
Yeah, and
And-
whenever
yeah.
they say that, right, it is not backed up by any evidence. They
I mean-
just say it, no. They just say it as if it's a matter of fact, right? But
Yeah.
there's no evidence to
I mean,
back anything up.
you want to talk about we're supposed to care about our pioneer age, right? The pioneers,
Mm.
the older generation. How is this going to make it easier for them?
Oh
What
shit!
it-
I just saw an article like about like 11 plus in the morning, Straight Times, talking about how like shops in the heartlands, like within the neighborhood itself, there are more outlets that are getting on board like digital payments,
Mm.
like using GrabPay or Fave or whatever, right?
Mm.
And
Because
they are like
we're supposed to be
saying that,
forward
oh,
moving.
this is going to be the future, all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we're forward moving, and those people are going to die. Basically, that's
yeah.
what.
True. Yeah.
Why do we have to? Why do we have to think about them? We're
This
thinking
is
about
what I
that.
call social programming. Like earlier on you were saying like they give you the justification. Yeah, they can give any justification they want because they are in control of the narrative. No
I
one
mean-
else can put out news. It's only their narrative that is news.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
So it hasn't
so
been
it's
implemented
easy.
yet, right?
But also, if you run a
It's
business,
already, I think it's already live.
But-
What?
also if you run a business and then you're only accepting cash, right? And either you're selling drugs, or your business is gonna die out in the next 2 years. You know.
No, but if you're running such a small business,
Yeah.
like a hawker store,
Yeah.
then it doesn't, like, for some people it really doesn't make sense to accept all these different form of payments
Right.
because they are not tech savvy. They might be old, and they
Yeah.
don't want to pay the company. They rather just take cash.
Take cash, lah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
don't
you-
need a third party. They don't need
Right.
an intermediary to like come in and take their money for their hard work.
Mm.
You're also
So that's
making
like
it.
the old school mentality, lah.
I mean, the other thing is you're introducing it to an age where people are advancing much more quicker. Like, even for us, like you're gonna say we don't have to go so far to old people. You introduce all these new aspects. Yeah, we are lucky we can follow it now. Give us a few more years, and they start creating things. Why they start creating things that we don't understand, which is what the older people are now struggling with. They come from maybe like I don't know, writing checks to now you can use your phone to tap something and you can pay.
Yeah.
What's to prevent that from being, them being the next target of like, uncle, can I see your phone for a while? Say, oh, why? Oh, thanks, uncle. That's all.
Yeah.
Goes back home and finds out his entire wallet has been emptied.
Have you seen the news videos from like Scandinavia? I think it was Sweden, if I'm not wrong.
No, I'm not. I don't
Where
see local news.
where no, it was on 9gag, where people actually have implanted chips
Or
into
to
their hands.
scan. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
so their
that's where
key,
a lot of people want to go
they
to
can
also.
access their work offices. They
Yeah.
can like scan to pay for shit, everything just from their hand.
That's the ultimate biometric already.
Yeah,
It's in you.
and it's already in like it's already out there. It's working.
Yep.
It's happening.
Yep.
As
We're not that far off, lah.
They're not that
really.
far, but
Yeah.
as long as that biometric thing requires your hand to be connected to you, lah.
True.
Like I can see a very gruesome way that could be turned on us. It's a lot of cut up hands.
Yeah, but the biometric, I think they should have some fail safe, lah. As in, like,
They
you need to
definitely
be
have
alive.
to. I mean,
shit like- Yeah.
how are we going to prevent violent crimes when now the guy doesn't actually have to get you to give up your money, he just have to bring you to the place by force and you stick your hand there. I mean, yeah lah, just all mask and stick your hand there lah. But I mean, yeah, it's cool to think when you were younger lah. It looked all very cool, you know, the was it what's the Tom Cruise one? The one where they can predict the future.
Minority Report.
Minority Report. You know what? Where
Yeah.
they scan your eyes and then you have like dedicated adverts to you
Right.
outside. You know, when you're walking along. Thing. I was like wondering, can other people see what the adverts are saying to you, or is it like just directed to you? Because you don't want to walk up there and Viagra, making enhancing your night. It's like chill. You know,
Yeah,
you don't
but-
want-
Yeah, now even now, like very simple form of this is really being implemented on
yeah, it's
social
on your
media.
phone lah. I mean, like right now,
Yeah, like
Facebook is listening to me already.
like our phones
Oh,
are all listening to us.
Yeah, like Joe
Yeah.
Rogan had a guy on, right, who actually made money from this kind of technology. He worked for Facebook or something like that. He
Right.
was from I think Wall Street and then or somewhere else. Then he went to Facebook. So he was actually trying to downplay the technology. Because,
Right.
Joe and young Jamie were talking about how they spoke about something and then they received ads for it.
Yeah,
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
it's
Then
happening.
the guy was like really trying to downplay it.
Right. Trying to
But
protect
it
his
has happened
rifle.
too many times. It has happened all around the world too many times.
Yeah.
It's still happening now. I can open Instagram at one point and receive. You know, sometimes Instagram now has like adverts like in between when you're scrolling.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times it happens. Like that time, I think when we were talking about Swatch, right? I started getting watch adverts,
Yeah.
and then at one point I was talking about whiskey. I got whiskey adverts. So yeah,
And you don't even need to like do a search for it.
no,
You
no,
just need to
yeah.
talk about it.
Apparently, because the thing is, my phone. I don't know. I tried to set it to only recognize my voice, but sometimes when it hears like Google, Shruggle, Wriggle, it'll just pop up. You know the Hey Google thing will come up.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't even know how to like turn it off. Yeah, I have to turn off the mic lah, but yeah, the Hey Google thing comes in handy sometimes.
Yeah, but how
Like now
certain are
it's
we that even when you turn off the mic, you say that no access to the mic? Is it actually fully cut off? We
I
don't
think I've seen YouTube
Mm.
videos that show that that's not true. That you don't actually you don't actually have control of it. But I don't know whether this is conspiracy. It's like the company actually has they already installed an app where it will turn it off, but for other apps. And for this app, it'll just stay on.
Right.
Don't know. Scary lah. That's why we don't even understand. Like how the both of you, can you all actually tell me how the cell phone actually works? Like what the heck's inside? I don't know. It just works.
Alien technology.
Alien
radio waves,
technology.
radio
No,
waves.
there's a crystal inside. It's a blue crystal inside.
Yeah. It's from Wakanda.
Yeah,
Wakanda
but
forever.
when you break your phone, right, it evaporates immediately. That's why you don't see it. But it's
Yeah.
actually only that one crystal. All those mechanical stuff, all bullshit.
It's made from the blood of Myanmar's children, Burmese children. Yeah.
Oh, I know why you went that direction. Yeah.
And some of them may or may not have escaped to Singapore and live a better life.
Prospering
Yeah.
in more than one ways.
So it's an interesting
And
topic.
their parents are probably fans of Star Wars, so he named the character, name the kid.
Okay, yeah.
I know where you want to go.
On that note, thank you for listening.
thank you all for joining us. Please don't make offensive joke or risk being slapped.
Yeah. Or
And
get shot
also-
by a lightsaber. Pew pew.
Yeah. And be careful what you download onto your phone. Yeah, you had to get it in. Okay. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.